As the second session gets underway of the 13th National People's Congress, many outside China are eagerly looking in. The trade war with the U.S. and the recent summit between the U.S. and the DPRK were among the topics addressed during today's NPC press event. CGTN's Hona reports from the Great Hall of the People in Beijing.
It is Zhang Yesui's second year as NPC spokesperson. The former deputy foreign minister once served as Chinese ambassador to the United States. When answering a question from CNN, he said the interests of China and the United States are deeply interwoven, adding that a confrontational China-U.S. relationship does not benefit anyone.
The new issues should not be dealt with a Cold War mentality. Against the background of globalization, China has a clear policy towards its relationship with the U.S., which is based on no conflict and no confrontation, mutual respect, and win-win cooperation.
While the second Trump-Kim summit in Hanoi ended with no agreement, the world is watching China's reaction. Zhang spoke positively about the Hanoi summit and said China will continue to make efforts in its own way.
China believes the Hanoi summit between Pyongyang and Washington was constructive, and Beijing will continue to play an active role in the Korean Peninsula issue.
The national defense budget dominates headlines at each year's NPC press conference. This time, though Zhang did not give a specific figure, he said China's defense expenditures for the protection of the nation's sovereignty, security, and territorial integrity, and does not pose any threat to other countries.
It's seen as a threat by many nations in the Asia-Pacific region.
China's defense spending in 2018 accounted for about 1.3% of our GDP for the year, while some developed nations maintain a 2+% proportion.
Zhang was also confronted with questions on whether the Belton Road initiative is a, quote, debt trap for others. He said China takes debt sustainability in Belton Road cooperation very seriously, that the country would never impose its will on others. Zhang also answered questions on artificial intelligence legislation and the top legislature highlights for the coming year. From China-U.S. relations to the highlights of China's legislation, NPC spokesperson answered 11 questions from the media. And now, all eyes are on how China's lawmakers and political advisors will provide solid solutions to all the pressing problems. CGTN, Beijing.